So if we look at our brain and we say when we are born to the time we die, we say our brain is about 500 megahertz. Now, how many of you all got a computer? I know a lot of us are old school. So we might not be on a computer, we might not be on the email, but how many of us have been on a computer before? Pretty much maybe everybody almost in here been on a computer, right? And when you're on a computer, back in the day, they had a computer that you have to dial up to get to the internet. How many of us remember the dial-up? I know if we had some 20-year-olds in here, we told them about a dial-up, they would be dial-up. I don't know about a dial-up. When I get on the, especially Apple computer, when I get on it, I'm right here on the internet. Well, back in the day, they had a dial-up. Take about 2 minutes, you'd hear it ringing to get you on the internet. We're saying that our nervous system, what I'm going to show you tonight is very intriguing, because I'm going to show you how the nervous system is like a computer that is like a Windows 95 and like a Vista. Is Vista the new one? The newest one is what, Office 7? Office 10? Windows 7, right? And you all heard of XP, right? I'm going to give you a demonstration of how we are like a computer with window applications. Is that okay? As to how this works with the body. So before I do that, though, I want to kind of let you see how we understand the development of the physical body. When we talk about regeneration, we're not talking about wait till your heart decay and they got to give you a new heart, a replacement, where they build a new heart in the lab. We're not talking about that as regeneration. When we talk about regeneration, we're not talking about going and get a new kidney. We're talking about restoring the one you have. When we talk about regeneration, we talk about if you have high blood pressure, let's get your heart back to 20. Your heart back to 20. Now, how do we do that? Well, we understand how the heart works, and we understand how to remove the plaque, how to dissolve the plaque that's making your blood pressure go up. That's what's making it go up, plaque that's in your arteries, that's in your heart. So I brought a couple of my clients tonight because I want you to see when you do develop in this regeneration how your body is supposed to be able to demonstrate that. Now, part of my background is that I am a sport medicine specialist. As a sport medicine specialist, that means I've worked with the top athletes in this country. One of the athletes I worked with in this country named Richard Dent. He played with the Bears. Some of you men who follow sports, and you women, I'm not going to exclude you, heard of Richard Dent. How many have heard of Richard Dent? Yeah. He used to play with the Bears. In 1995, Richard was kind of like moving in a mediocre kind of way because he had been 10 years out after the Bears won the Super Bowl. And his agent brought him to me through a friend of mine that knew his agent, said, you need to take Richard down to Dr. Happy and he will restore Richard's career. Richard came down to me, and this thing that we're talking about with this breathing, it is essential for athletes to be able to breathe well so that they can run fast, right? So that they don't get tired, that they got endurance and stamina. Richard came to see us. Within 2 months, we had his physical performance back to that of a rookie. In 2 months, his performance was the best in his position in the entire league. In 2 months. The next year, he was with the #1 team, San Francisco 49ers. Jerry Rice. You all heard of Jerry Rice? Yes. Jerry Rice is considered the Michael Jordan of football back in the day. He could catch a ball without even looking his head back and keep running. He was a receiver. Anyway, the next year, Richard Dent had me come down to Miami and treat them for the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl 46-10, a blowout. This particular demonstration that I'm going to show you, we have modified it from working with athletes so that it can be applied to everyday people. Russ didn't mention to you, but his mother's 95 years young. His mother's one of our clients. And his mother still takes care of herself because she does this breathing that is keeping her body working better. We had a client about 3 weeks ago who's 83. This client is a mother of a friend of mine who had a cough for 10 years. A cough for 10 years. Where she couldn't even go to sleep at night. She coughed so bad. This particular person, we had her come over to the mosque, over to the mosque on 73rd and Stony, and demonstrate what this breathing is to 25-year-olds. We had her get on the table and do her demonstration, and then we had a 25-year-old get on the table, and she did 4 times better than the 25-year-old. She's only been under our care for 2 months. So without further ado, I think we need to demonstrate what I'm talking about so that you all can get a glimpse of where we can take you. Now in here, I heard that all the people that were invited were only people who were very concerned about their health. Was that true? Mm-hmm. I didn't hear you.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I only want to work with people who want to have their health to the highest level with the potential that we have. So we say if your breath is only 5%, that means you have a potential for what? A 95% improvement. And in that 95% improvement, I want you to visualize yourself being younger and more physically fit than when you were 25. Can you all visualize that?
Yes.
Now, let's take it a step further. Let's visualize you being younger and more healthier than 25 while not exercising. Is that a little better? Now this is only, I like stuff easy. This is only for those people that don't want to exercise. Now if you do want to exercise, that's on you.
That's
We're not
extra.
going to hold it against you.
All right, that's extra.
That's extra. But this is only for those who don't like to exercise. Because what I notice is most people over 50, they don't want to exercise. And then when they do exercise, they get sore. And it's like, I'm a weekend warrior. I went out there trying to play football. Oh, my back hurt. Oh, I tried to run. Oh, my legs are hurting. That's enough of that. So this program is for those who don't want to exercise. And if you do, you're going to exercise better. Okay? So we got a couple of my clients here. One is 64 years young. That's Frances. Now, Frances had a heart attack about 2 years ago. And this heart attack that she had, it was very damaging to her. And after the heart attack, she was on medication. And the heart was beating so hard, she could hear it beating in her head. When she first came to us, she saw us on TV. She said, I saw you all on TV, and I think you might be able to help me. She said, I got this heart problem. I'm on this medication, and my blood pressure is 203 over 127. Wow. I said, Frances, I said, now that's a little high, because I didn't want to scare her. To say, you should be in the emergency room right now. But you're already on meds, so they're already supposed to be taking care of you. You're supposed to be better. So then, it was this one time she came in the room, and I measured her heart. The pressure was so high, I didn't even tell her. She said, what's my blood pressure, doctor? I said, don't worry about it. I said, whatever it is, it's going to get better. It was 206 over 131. So I'm used to seeing people with blood pressures of 180 over 100, and I'm alarmed. So I said, Frances, I said, now, you have a wonderful case to work with. I said, because it's very dangerous, it's very intriguing, but we got the answer to get your heart back to a 20-year-old, get you off the meds, and build you a six-pack. Is that all right? Frances said, well, I was just looking for the heart to get better. You can bring a six-pack with it. Come on down. I said, now, Frances, this six-pack, you're not going to be, exercising to get it. She said, it's even sounding better. I said, okay, we're going to start seeing you twice a week, and you're going to get better and better and better. And then eventually we see you once a week, and then once every 2 weeks. And our goal is to get you to what we call ANCAR 2000. ANCAR 2000 is a concept that I came up with, having studied with the Swamis and studied with the sport athletes and what have you. And the ANCAR 2000 is what we call the third win. How many of you all heard of second win? In sport, second win, they be running, then they get tired, then the hard, then they get more breath, and then like, okay, they go sport. Third win is better than second win, without exercising. So we put Richard Dent into the third win, so that's why he got 7 more years of an excellent career, and that's why now he's in the Hall of Fame. So we say if the athletes can get a third win and they work out, we can get a third win and not work out. How was that?
How about it?
Sound okay? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So now this third win, as it relates to the ANCAR 2000, 2000 represents 2,000 breaths in 15 minutes. The 2,000 breaths, we call that, instead of the 40-yard dash, we call that the 2,000-yard dash. Without what? Exercise. So we're going to have Francis come to the table.